Hi guys, it is Saturday today and I'm going to start the second book in the A Good Girl's Guide to Murder series, and it's called Good Girl Bad Blood, and I'm really looking forward to it even though I didn't really get any sleep last night. If you don't really know this about me, I don't know why you would, but anyways, I'm a really big scaredy cat. Like I can't, like I don't watch horror stuff, like even like little things. Even when I read Truly Devious, I was really scared and got barely any sleep while I was reading the series. And even with A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, yeah, I kept waking up and like I knew I dreamt about the book, and then I would keep like thinking things up and like getting more scared just because I kept thinking about all the things that were happening in the book. Uh, yeah, so I'm running on very little sleep, and now I'm going to start this. And yeah, I'm excited. I mean, I technically, you can see the tab here, I technically started this last night. I read the first chapter, I read 25 pages of this book, but not like the mystery of this book and like what's supposed to happen in this book hasn't started yet. It's only still about like what was in the first book and stuff. So I was at a good point to stop. So I'm gonna read this now and hopefully finish it today, and then probably not get sleep again, and then read the third one tomorrow and finish it tomorrow, and then hopefully sleep will come back to me. But yeah, let's see. I probably will have to take a nap today at some point again. But yeah, hoping to finish this one today, and I hope it's as good as the first one. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna see the same like some of the same characters like Pip and Ravi and stuff. So I'm excited for that. I'm excited to see their moments, stuff in the book too. Yeah. Anyways, I'm really looking forward to it. Gonna get started. Using my bookmark that I got at a soap. Uh, what's it called? Cup sleeve event. Yes. So. Hi, just checking in. I am reading Good Girl, Bad Blood right now, and I am one on page 156. So I thought I'd, you know, make some predictions about the book and what happened to Jamie and stuff. So yeah, I think this whole Wednesday and things going missing is a big clue, because also there's the note they found in his trash can about some, I don't remember her first name, but some wise man left at 11 or left 11 or something, and they said Wednesday was the 11th, and then Wednesday is the day that Pip's mom found Jamie, trying to steal her company card, and then that's when the day the knife went missing, and all of these things surrounding that day is very interesting. Also, I know this has literally not been mentioned at all, but um, what's his name? Jamie's mom, Joanna, she when they were checking his room and stuff, mentioned that the cleaner of the person who comes to clean their house comes every Wednesday. So I don't know if there's some connection to that, but I feel like there could be. And Luke, Nat's boyfriend, seems sus. Just you know, from that brief conversation we saw at his house between Pip, Nat, and Luke. So I think there is something shady about that. Also, Max being at the memorial is also very shady. And since Jamie and Max were in the same year with Andy and Sal and everyone, it could be him blackmailing Jamie into doing some stuff. To know, but yeah, that's all I have for now. Things are looking bad. So yeah, I really hope he isn't dead. I hope we don't hear some gruesome stuff about what happened to him like we did with Andy and with Sal. Yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to sleep tonight, so let's see. Okay, so last night after finishing the first book, I was trying to figure out why I didn't want to give it 5 stars and why it was more of a 4.5 stars for me. And this book just made me realize I'm on page 180, and the banter is so good. Ravi and Pip, just I love him so much. He's just so funny, and this will definitely, if the mystery is worth it in the end, then this is a definite 5 star. I am loving it, and just the back and forth, the banter is so good. I can't, like when they're talking, when they find out Jamie was being catfished and stuff, and then Ravi comes over, and then he's talking about Pip to Connor, and then Pip gets annoyed about it, and then she was just right, next plan, make a Tinder profile, and then he was like, but I was just saying you were always right and stuff, and so, but she was obviously doing the Tinder thing to catch the catfish. So yeah, I'm not explaining this well, but the banter is so good. I love it. And yeah. And then one of the lines he said is, you want to put me on a dating website? You're a weird kind of girlfriend. I love it. Just some other out of context, quotes that I want to share. And Ravi said, yeah, she's right, breakfast is the best. And then one of the other ones was Pip saying, blondes have more fun apparently. And then Ravi saying, well, you're a brunette and you actively hate fun. So yeah. I love it. Yeah, this might turn into a Ravi saying, fangirling video, but let's see. It's gonna be almost 3:30. I've been reading this since 11 something, and I'm mostly done. I have a little over 100 pages left, And right now, um, Pip and the gang basically just chase that white BMW car, and it's Luke's. I can bet on it, and I was so sure, and I'm actually glad because in the first book, none of the predictions I made actually turned out to be true, except for the fact that Naomi wasn't like the killer and stuff. But I really think Luke is shady and something is off there. I don't think it's his dad. I don't think Arthur did anything. I mean, they might. I feel like it's gonna be like the Jason Bell situation where, like, the way he has treated Jamie all throughout his life and stuff, and like the pressure he puts on him, it has affected his insecurity, but not that like he actually had something to do with his disappearance or whatever. Okay, so I'm on page 348, and we just find out that, the word that Jamie was saying to Luke was Child Brunswick, and I think Layla is someone who's trying to find out who Child Brunswick is, because she is related to one of the victims of that case. Like maybe it was like a sister or brother or something that was killed by Scott Brunswick, and so she's trying to find them, and she's narrowed down that they live in Little Kilton and that they might be 29 turning 30 in a couple months, and the features like he a white person with brownish hair and things like that. Yeah, I think that is what's happening, but I don't know how Jamie's involved. I get that he said he was 29, which is whatever, and then he said, will you do anything, and he said anything, so she's making him help her find who Child Brunswick is, I think. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, and I think I have a feeling that the person doing that might be Flora, the new neighbors basically, because she is like, it just started after they moved and stuff, so yeah, it seems most likely that it is Flora, or maybe Flora and her husband, what's his name, Charlie, I think, are doing it together, but I don't know, I'm not sure, but my bet is on Flora. Yeah, okay, so I just started reading the article about the Brunswick case, and it literally says, Brunswick's son is 10 years old at the time, and this case happened 20 years ago. So, yeah, Layla has basically been looking for Child Brunswick, and now Jamie has been helping her, which is why he said that to Luke to see if it was him. Acknowledgements. Finished it. Done. Just finished it. I read this so quick. It's, I think, I don't know what time it is. I'm using my phone to record. I think it's like 5 or something around. I started this book around 11, so yeah, 400 pages, 6 hours. It's 400, yeah, 413 pages, 6 hours. It was good. I loved it. I would never have imagined after reading the first book that I would come to actually like Stanley the way I did. Wow. Was not expecting that at all. Especially like when he was, like I guessed it also, like even before it happened, like I wrote it's Stanley, and you know, I knew it was him. But yeah, and I also guessed that it was gonna be Flora and Charlie, and I guessed more of the things in this book than I did the first one, because I didn't guess anything in the first one, I think. I did like this one more. It was more, I don't know, up my alley compared to the first book, I guess, in a way. And obviously I loved Pip and Ravi's interactions, their banter, so definitely plus points for that. So yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm still like, I literally just finished it like 5 seconds ago, so I'm not sure, but I do think this is a 5-star read. Like, I can just feel it. Yeah. And I'm guessing the third book is gonna be about finding Charlie and Flora, but I'm not sure. But it's literally right there, so I think I might just start it right now because it's only 5. I can read a bit of it today, and hopefully can stop at a point where I'm not like dying to know what happens in the end, and finish it off by tomorrow. So yeah, let's see. But yeah, 5-star book. Highly recommend. Like, I know every time I've talked about the series before starting it on Instagram, people have always like said how good it is, and you know, but it was always talk for the first book and like hype for the first book, and I didn't really see this book in, you know, on Bookstagram and stuff. But I think this was definitely better and more fleshed out compared to the first book. And I guess just it's also like easier for me to like this one because I already know so many of the characters, and I was already, you know, aware. Like, I didn't have to learn those new things. It wasn't new to me since I already knew the characters. So I think that made it better, and just like seeing the progression of Pip and Ravi's, you know, relationship, and like, yeah, I just really liked it a lot. So yeah, 5 stars.